Hey, Puppy Trades! I wanted to do a video analysis update on some under the radar bonus stocks, but what has to be understood, these aren't the bonus stocks anymore, or at least bonus stocks. I don't know if you've started to notice, they're kind of just becoming the stocks. They're not really under the radar. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that under the radar has become the new normal. Have you heard anyone say recently that we're in something called an exit liquidity rally? Oh man, I just think that's so interesting. Basically, there are these people that think the S&P 500 is about to reach a really important target, and that Nvidia and stocks like that are going to have a blow off top before a pretty serious correction, probably the biggest correction since 2022. And so they think that there are all of these small cap stocks being pumped right now, and that what's really happening, they're taking this money from the large caps like SPY that's about to reach an important target, and they're rotating it into these exit liquidity, what we call under the radar bonus stocks. So let's get right into it. Oh man, this is gonna be great. This is a large wave 1 and an ABC wave 2 for South Korea. I know what you're thinking, Puppy Trades. Didn't something really bad just happen in South Korea? Yeah, they're gonna make these difficult for you. From this low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2. From this low, another wave 1 and an A, B, C, wave 2 correction. This is a big. I said a lot of 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s, and that's because this is a set of 1, 2, 3s. This is an Elliott wave nest from this low. Yes, a wave 1 and a wave 2. Wave 3 of wave 3 is expected that takes EWY, the South Korea ETF, all the way up to 59. So that, or sorry, not 59. Way up here to like 105. So from the low 50s. So this is a small wave 1 and wave 2. From this low, wave 3 on the small degree can be found by taking the 127.2% extension to the 100% extension. That's 75 to 81. So we'll see how this plays out above 47.19. I noticed one cheeky one sneaky little EM bought options, a full bull on the South Korea bull ETF, KORO. This is a triple leverage juice ETF. They're buying options on this leverage ETF. Let's see what they bought. Unusual options volume. So I'm going to go to the volatility and Greeks. And we're going to see about 600 options right here. So they're very far out of the money. Very far out of the money options for March to mid-June of 2025. So that's what they're looking for. Elliott Wave says they are going to be right. Let's look at some more. Like I said, we are in the throes of a stock pickers market, and these under the radar stocks, hint hint, they are not going to be the under the radar stocks, and a lot of them are in the travel and leisure sector. So we see huge unusual options volume from Marriott Vacations, VAC. So that's really interesting because we've seen United Airlines, we've seen Delta Airlines. By the way, wasn't a lot of bad stuff happening to those exact same airline stocks in the beginning of the year? Lo and behold, they all explode into a massive wave 3. Let's see if a similar thing happens with South Korea and martial law being declared recently. So Boeing, I mentioned, and I made a video about, and now we've got all this news about Boeing. Wow, that's crazy. How does Puppy Trades do it? This was Elliott Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 and wave 2. And then we see from this low, I've got this marked up for a wave 3 of wave 3 to be entered. So I suspect 137.03 is going to hold. Boeing's going to go on a wave 3, a powerful wave 3, have a shallow wave 4 correction, and then a wave 5 higher. So this is what it would look like. That's where this 3 comes from. 331 is the next target. That's a long way away. I know that just rolls off the tip of my tongue. But we saw American Airlines, just like I said, JetBlue, and Boeing. They're the laggards in the airline sector. By the way, Disney, another travel and leisure stock, very similar message. DISO giving dividends from Disney. Very cool. This was something that was not available too long ago. And now Disney also within a wave 3. So in the travel and leisure vein, we see this unusual options volume on Marriott, VAC. So we're going to see these options for April. Wow, 3,500 options bought for $610 for the 100 strike price. That's pretty far out of the money. So that's a massive bet. Take 3,500, multiply it by 610. That's how much money was spent on these options. I'm pretty sure a 1,000% unusual options volume from Marriott. We're going to look at the Elliott wave. So this stock pickers market, it has an Asian theme and it has a travel and leisure theme. Very interesting. From this low, 1, 2, we saw this big move out of China, also in line with South Korea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up for a large wave 1. A, B, C correction, large wave 2. Big wave 3. In progress for Marriott. So now where's the downside level? It had this big rally. So how's the downside level found? What I like to do, take the retracement and say, well, if this is a small wave 1, I'm looking for the 78.6% fib to hold. 67.28. And then this high is 100.32. So I'm looking for 74.35. That's a little too far. 79.90 is really the only useful level. But above that, this is a large wave 3 in progress. And this wave 3 can go all the way to 226 and pay a dividend along the way. Very interesting for Marriott. Let's look at timber, this wood ETF. Like I said, we're going to have to dig for these. I think I'm going to do a whole video just on clean energy being part of this liquidity, this exit liquidity. It's clean energy. We've got Tesla exploding. Will Tesla end up being the leading indicator for clean energy? It wasn't for solar, or maybe it was on just a very long degree. Timber, wood, the timber industry. Who is thinking about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and then another wave 1, and an A, B, C, wave 2 at the 50 to 61.8% retracement from this low 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3 of wave 3 is expected above 72.29. This is getting very interesting. I've talked about China, K-Web. This looks like it's turning around in the stock pickers market. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. A, B, C, wave 2 at the 61 to 78.6% retracement from this low 1, 2, and then another wave 1, another wave 2, wave 3 of wave 3 up into the mid 40s is expected for K-Web. It's getting far from useful invalidations. If I had to move it up, it would be 27.78. To be honest, KLIP and BABO, they're going to keep moving up those options and paying me crazy premium on their own, especially BABO. So shout out to YieldMax, shout out to Crane Shares. What could I do here? I could go 35% KWeb and I could go 65% KLIP. Get a massive dividend, keep reinvesting into that pair, and get all the upside from KWeb. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to keep holding clip for now. I'll keep updating you guys on that position. Let's round things off with Ford. Ford has been consolidating for a very long time. If Boeing's rallying, and Tesla's rallying, could this transport theme be coming alive? And my genius followers pointed out the railroads at the. You have no idea how proud that makes me. My followers pointed out the railroad stocks at a super cycle low, and they timed it perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave 2. Between the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement, that 78.6% fib is the invalidation. Above 8.65, Ford can begin a wave 3 of wave 3 and be heading to a high beyond 25.87.